In other news, 10 on Your Side continues to fight for patients who cannot get their medical records. It's been 2 months now since their beloved doctor, Julian McKinney of Suffolk, passed away.
Last month, several patients called 10 on Your Side for help getting their records, and the doctor's widow told Stephanie Harris she was working on it. But tonight, those patients are still waiting. Stephanie has been digging into the law to help the patients, and she joins us now with the latest. Stephanie, what have you learned?
Well, Nicole, these patients are running out of patience, and the widow who told me weeks ago she was working on it today hung up on me. Dr. Julian McKinney's patients say they loved him, but when he died, he left them in a predicament.
We need to get the medication or the medical records for my daughter, who is a special needs child.
Since Julian Johnson contacted us over a month ago, we've heard from half a dozen others, also unable to get their records from the doctor's widow, Marie. We spoke with her last month.
I'm responsible for all this, and I want to do the legal, right, correct thing.
Legal action can take time and be complicated, so 10 on Your Side consulted an attorney who specializes in estates.
There's a lot of guidance out there. It's just a matter of getting up and getting it found and put into practice.
Michelle Parker assured us this is not a complicated process, but if the person in charge can't or doesn't want to tackle a mountain of files like Dr. McKinney's,
they hire the professional, and the professional goes in and says, okay, this is my fee for doing these tasks, and those fees come out of the estate.
We learned this form is all a patient needs to get a copy of his or her records, and it's quite easy to come by. We found it on the internet. Once you fill it out, Virginia law states a doctor has 15 days to respond. In theory, Parker says a patient could take it to the office and get a copy or the actual file on the spot. The problem is the law applies to living doctors. But Parker says that doesn't mean McKinney's estate is off the hook.
I think that after whatever is considered a reasonable time, they're going to have to answer to the courts as to why something has not been done.
The American Medical Association also has some ethical guidance on this kind of thing, but again, with them, there is no stopwatch on it. So bottom line here, if you're a patient who needs medical records, fill out that form. We put a link online and get it to the doctor's office. Now, if you're a practicing physician, make sure you've got a plan in place in the event that the unforeseen happens to you. We will stay on top of this. Stephanie Harris, 10 on Your Side.